My biggest trauma point was me hurting other people.
And then all of a sudden, bloody nose.
You need to listen to every part of your body.
Welcome to Unpacked and Unfiltered. We are here with Bexx
and Noie.
Ta-da! Today we're talking on a subject that we really need clarity on.
Oh, who has the mom jokes now?
It's on clarity, finding clarity, and what the lack of clarity does to our lives too.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of when you think of lack of clarity?
Inability to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
Because I kind of feel like clarity is based off of your ability to fully visualize what you want, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like that inability to make a decision. Like one thing I love that Mel Robbins said was like your lack of clarity is a lack of action.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, that like hits home for me.
It is a lack of action, but also like when I think about it, how many times have you and I had this conversation in the last year?
So many times.
So many times that we're like, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. And we've gone through and we've tackled it so many different ways. And as I was diving into the subject, I don't know that we always handled it the right way.
Yeah. I mean,
me personally,
I know that when I want clarity, I think I need a psychic or a medium or an energy healer or somebody that talks to the gods or whatever to like tell me what I'm supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And over time, I've found out that that really doesn't help me. That creates more confusion from my head and my heart and what somebody else is saying.
So I think this is what I picture in my head. I picture like a hurricane. I was like, this is me looking for clarity. It's like a hurricane. It starts like bringing in everything as it's going on the ocean. It's like, here comes the ship. And like, now we're going on land and we're just getting all the buildings. It's like gathering more and more and more information. And I want your opinion. And I want your opinion. I want your opinion. And it's going for all these external like validation. And I'm looking and I'm searching I'm asking chat and I'm doing Google searches and I'm reading books, and somewhere in all of this spinning in this looking outward, I'm going to find clarity somewhere. Yeah.
You think you're going to
land somewhere.
Yep. You think you're going to see a video. You think you're going to talk to a friend. You think that you're like going to find clarity in someone else, when the answer is you got to the key to clarity
is the eye of the hurricane.
Yeah. And to block all the shit out, go into silence. Okay. So today when we were talking about our subject, I'm like, you know what I would like to find answers on is why I cannot find clarity when I want it. And I'm like, clarity, that's the perfect one. And so I went on a rabbit hole dive of all of these different speakers that have talked about clarity. And one of the speakers on YouTube said, a person with a lot of clarity has a very organized mind. And I was like, oh my God, this is so true, because a person that doesn't have clarity and is constantly looking for clarity has an unorganized mind and is always searching. You're always doom scrolling. You're always searching for something outside of yourself. And it's all here. It's all here. And all you have to do is decide internally, what it is you want, what it is you need, and why you want and need those things. And I don't know, because so many times I've turned to you, I'm like, I need clarity on what to do with my life. And I've even done that with literally everybody in my life, right?
Yeah. Well, and I think it's sometimes I think of I think of the meeting we had the other day, and I'm asking everybody their opinions. That's not where the clarity comes. It comes after everybody leaves, and I sit there in the thought and I'm like, okay, now what speaks true to me? Yeah. And of all of these voices and of all of these opinions and all of these things that came, what speaks true? And that can only come in that inner calm. And I don't know, I used to live in Florida. And in that time, I went through one biggish hurricane that was a category 3. That's how I'm going to use this. I don't know why that visual came to me.
Yeah.
But when it's coming, it's pretty intense, the
the hurricane of thoughts.
Right. And then the palm trees are like, look like they're like over because like the root of the palm trees are like straight down. So and then as soon as the wall of the hurricane passes, is like pretty intense. Then you're in the calm. It is eerily calm. It's eerie.
In the eye of it?
Of the eye of the hurricane.
Really?
It is so eerie. It's like almost like the drops are like paused in midair.
Oh.
So the eye of the hurricane is eerily calm. And I think of that as the quiet. Like turning in. And like that is where the answers are. Like, ta-da.
Let the world burn around you and just go inward. Oh, I love it so much because I'm like, when I started researching this, I'm like, oh my God, I am what all of these people are talking about. Like there's so much chaos, but I'm on the edge of the hurricane all the time. Like, and only once in a while when I'm about to snap, I'm like that palm tree. I'm like, when I'm just about to snap, I'll be like, I can't handle anymore. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to shut my door. I'm going to put my phone on the kitchen counter and I'm just going to, and so it's like, you don't have to wait till you're about to snap. Like
we just do.
Yeah. But also
it's a bad practice.
In the same subject, I started researching, social media. Yesterday. And I found so many influencers that went off of social media, like all social media, like every single app for a whole month. I found 3 different ones that went off social media for a whole month and it's like everything in their life aligned. Like they came back to home. They connected deeper with their kids. They connected deeper with their partners. They even connected deeper with their businesses because they weren't distracted at all by anything else going on. And they weren't constantly, well, obviously you have to break the habit of constantly picking up your phone, but
well, it's so surprising, like how much all of that affects you. Our brain is not made to hold that much information. Even when you're driving down the road, there's billboards, there's buildings, there's cars. Like when your mind is like on warp speed all the time, trying to take in all this information. And then there's also like my mind just racing, talking to itself. you know, like, oh, we have this going on in this business opportunity and this, you know, and how's my kids and how is she doing? And how's my friend doing? And it's a constant, and it's not very nice. My brain is, and it interrupts each other. So there's like 10 conversations going on at the same time.
Do you ever feel like you have like a little pull between your head and your heart very often? Like, I feel like my head and my heart sometimes will like fight. Like, it's just like,
so yours is very not nice.
Well, it's like my heart knows something.
Right.
Like, when your heart knows something, it can't, like, you can't shake it. Like when your mind thinks it knows something, you can shake it, you can move it, you can shift it. You know, like the mind can lie to you all the time, but the heart does not lie to you.
No. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
And I don't know, I'll have those battles. So it's like, even something as simple as like relationships where my heart knows what it feels and it knows this soul and it knows who this person is. And my mind, as we were barely talking about this, will tell me, oh, but this, oh, but this, oh, but this. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like my heart's like, and.
Well, I think that goes back to the practice of observing your thoughts and not becoming your thoughts. Like sit back and just observe, because you are not your thoughts.
Yes.
Like, and just sit back and like observe, like, what is my brain thinking about right now? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Calm down, girl. You know,
it seriously is so wild what the brain can do to you. And like how you tell yourself the same thing enough times, you actually start to believe it and create it. It's like what we were talking about. Like you'll manifest it. You'll create it.
Manifest it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one thing I did a little research on was all the different speakers that have talked on clarity. And the first one I have is Tony Robbins. He says, core belief, clarity comes from decisions and standards. Clarity equals power. Most people lack clarity because they avoid making decisions. Confusion is often a refusal to commit. And I love that because you think of like so many of us women that can't even decide on a restaurant.
Yeah.
And then we're always searching for clarity. Well, we can't fucking decide on anything.
Okay.
Like, and we want the man to decide for us. We want the man to, you know, book the reservations, decide where we're going on vacation.
Why do you think that there's an avoidance to commit? Where do you think that comes from? Where do you think that stems from?
Making the wrong decision, like afraid to make the wrong decision for me. Like, because, there's
fear. It talks about that. Fear is a huge reason, and you're stepping into that fear. And another thing that's interesting about that is not really trusting your inner self. And I think that's also where it comes from, is like spinning. I'm going to ask you and you and you and you, because going in, there's something that's blocking us from going inside and not trusting our true self.
Yes.
And that's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary, trusting me, because maybe in the past
I've screwed up.
Yeah. So yeah. Another thing that I think that we do sometimes when we're trying to make that decision is we're almost distracting ourselves from making it.
Yeah.
And we're counting on distractions. Like, are we really trying to look for that? Or am I like, I've done this recently. I've looked for clarity. Maybe I just don't want the answer.
Ooh.
And I'm afraid of the answer. I'm afraid of when I start leaning in too far and I'm going in and I'm like, okay, I want clarity on this. And then I'm getting close to clarity. I'm like, actually, I don't really like that.
Yeah. Never mind. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
I was like, I didn't hear a thing.
Yeah.
So
I've done this so
instead, I think I actually need to work on my budget.
I need to work on something else.
I need to work on something. What is the stock market doing right now? Podcast subject.
Oh my gosh. I have this friend, you were talking about fear. I have this friend that taught me years ago, and sometimes I forget to use this. When I'm trying to decide on something, what does it feel like? If it feels like anxiety, that is fear. If it feels like peace, that's intuition. And I think to know the difference between peace and anxiety, well, I mean, intuition can like trigger thoughts that trigger anxiety, obviously, but you'll know when something gives you peace, a decision gives you peace, that's how you know it's the right answer. Like it's the defining whether it's intuition or fear. Like, is it heavy and anxious and scary, or is it like, okay, even if it's a hard decision, like, say something big, selling the house or leaving a spouse or whatever. I'm a poet.
And I know it. Yes, you really are.
But like, even if it's a really big decision, a lot of times if it brings you peace, that's the intuition. I think the majority of the time, if it brings you peace, it's intuition.
I agree. And sometimes that intuition isn't necessarily action either, though. Sometimes the intuition you're getting is to sit with it.
Yeah.
And the peace comes from, it's okay to watch where this is going to go.
Observe,
sit, and that's okay. And was there a time that there wasn't really a right or wrong answer? Can you think?
Yes.
Okay.
So many times. Yeah. Like, I feel like there's so many times where it's like, you need to not be worrying about that right now. Like, just be in your space right now. And that was when my kids were really sick. So like, for instance, when Darren was really declining and I didn't have any answers and I was constantly anxious, like all the time. And there was more times than not that my intuition would be like, it's okay.
You know, what's interesting? You said that. What came to my mind was actually with my children as well.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm worried about them and I want to control the situation. And I'm like, what should I do? What should I do? I want to go and exert myself into their life and fix it. And then my intuition, I'll be like, okay, give me clarity. Like, what should I do for her? I need to help her. And my intuition, when I'm sitting with it, what has come to me has been, don't do a thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you sure?
There's been times too, like in situations like that, when you feel like you need to save someone or like step in, there'll be a lot of times where intuition will just say, just love them more.
Yes, absolutely.
Just love. Love is like, there's
love.
The only thing you can do so many times.
Don't interfere with the path that they're on.
Yeah.
Which is a really difficult thing sometimes when you feel like, but you
feel like it's your job.
It's my
as
job.
a mom. To
It's
save them, to help them, and obviously there's so much you can do and so much that just love and acknowledgement can do alone to a child or an adult or a parent. Like,
and that's where you dig in. You're like, but is it my job?
Yeah.
But am I supposed to? And I think a lot of the time following that intuition, be like, actually, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. They're on their own path. and there's not an attachment there.
Yeah.
I love them, but we do have different paths.
Yeah. Oof.
So
that is huge, especially with being a mom.
Yes.
When you
want to be attached.
Yeah. You want to be attached.
I know.
You want them to need you. And then when they do need you, you're like, what can I do?
What can I do? Uh-huh. Yeah. Do you want me to lick your feet? Done. Yeah. Whatever you need, I'm here.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I saw this video today of this mom. Her daughter was going off to college, and the daughter calls her from this doorsteps of the college, just freaking out, having a complete meltdown. Mm-hmm. And the mom's like in a department store, and she's like, oh, I gotta go. My daughter needs me. Like, finally. And it's just like, I think about that all the time with you, like the one time they reach out, the one time they open up.
Yeah. And it's usually mom send money or help. Are you sure my tuition got paid?
Oh my gosh. How would that be?
Like, okay.
Oh my gosh. That would be something.
That's also beautiful because even when they're having a hard time, they're learning their own lessons. Yeah. And that's so hard to watch them learn lessons when we want to save them. And we don't want them to experience the same things that we experienced. Because like, I know how hard that was. I know what it was like when I went through something similar. And I don't want you to go through that. But that's taken away their freedom and their agency and their own soul's destination to go through what they need to go through to learn and to grow and to become what they need to become in this life. And I'm stealing that from them if I try to go against my intuition.
Yeah. Oh man, that was my favorite thing on this subject was learning the difference between listening to your inner self and listening to the fear.
When's the last time that you needed clarity on something?
Today.
Okay, tell me.
Today.
Okay, I want to hear.
I needed clarity on, honestly, my own thought patterns, like why my thought patterns manipulate me.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I'll have these thoughts of like, what if this? What if that? And I've done this for years. Like, is this the right path? Is this the wrong path? If I'm choosing the wrong path, what's it going to do to me down the road? All of these things. Cause like right now, it's like, I'm in a huge time of transition right now. And so it's like, it's so scary.
Oh, it's terrifying.
And so like you're constantly asking for clarity. I'm constantly asking like my guides, the universe, whatever, for clarity. And I'm like, well, what do I want clarity on?
Like still yes. Still yes.
Yeah.
Yes, like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
still
exactly.
Yes.
And it's like, well, and a lot of times people will ask questions like, will I be happy here? Will I, and the funny thing is you're happy wherever you decide you're happy.
Right.
Like, nobody controls that for you. Nobody can give that to you. And if you're smart, you will never give that power to someone else.
Exactly.
And it's just, it's all such a powerful choice and it can shape it does shape. It shapes everything you do.
That was like on the study that was done with those that were paralyzed or those that won the lottery. You guys can look up that study. After a year, the baseline was where they were happy, what their happiness was before they were either paralyzed or won the lottery. And after 1 year, their baseline was the same.
Oh my God.
So it didn't matter if they won the lottery or were paralyzed.
1 year?
It's fascinating. Oh, we'll link the study.
I so believe this.
So what you are, your circumstance isn't going to change your mindset.
Yep. Mindset is insanely powerful. It's everything.
So what did you learn about yourself today?
Same shit I've always known.
Which is?
The mind can tell you thoughts that are not true. You can let your mind create insecurities for you that are not real.
Right.
Like, cause the heart's still.
How do you get to a space using what we're talking about? How do you get to a space where, what does that look like for you when you're turning inward to listen to yourself?
It goes back, same thing my girlfriend taught me. Follow the peace. Always follow the peace. Like if you're excited about something, like really excited about something, there's also a level of peace. If you're super depressed about something, there's also a level of peace. Like your guidance is always the peace. And that's one thing that has helped me in relationships. It's helped me in finances. It's helped me in like friendships and everything. Like one thing we talked about today was like, do we reach out to a certain person or do we not? And the peace was in the not.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Even though
crazy.
like you can love someone so
much
deeply,
but you have to listen to your body and listen to yourself.
Yeah.
So here's a question. When has there been a time where your body was telling you no? And what did that feel like?
So many times. We actually talked about this in the episode the other day. Was like one time I was in an intimate situation and my body was screaming no. And I kept ignoring it and kept ignoring it. And then all of a sudden, bloody nose. And I hadn't had a bloody nose in over 10 years, maybe 15, 20 years. I don't know. It had been so many years. And I was like, all right, I'm listening.
That's a scream. That's a flat out scream.
Like, okay. Yeah, bloody nose. Got it.
Yes.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. For me, it is definitely like my body almost trembles and I feel like I need to ground and I need to center. Like when I'm asking, my intuition gets off. So it is a complete physical, like from my throat all the way down to my toes. Like it is just like a dish rag being wrung out all the way down my center. It's just tense. And it's like, no, like, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Like, are you listening to this? Yeah. Like the answer is no. Yeah. And it's so clear, but I have had times that the answer wasn't one way or the other. It's like confusion to me. And it's very interesting where it's like, it's just confusion. Yeah. And one example was I was going back to school I wanted to go back to school to get my master's in sexual psychology. And I had applied for the program. I was doing some shadowing and it's something that I had always wanted to do. And I couldn't understand why I wasn't feeling so driven to do it. And I had done everything I needed to do. Now it was just a matter of finishing up some volunteer work and some shadowing, and then I would be there. Yeah. And I just wasn't feeling that fire, wasn't feeling excited. I was feeling a little confused. And I had to really lean into it and be like, why am I feeling like I'm not feeling
excited about it?
Excited. I'm actually just feeling kind of confused. Yeah. And the nothingness, it wasn't really peace. It wasn't really anxiety. Kind of left me with, you choose. Like, wow, whatever you want, you choose. Yeah. And I was like, actually, I don't really want to listen to people all day long anymore. Yeah. Yeah. And it was interesting. I realized my goals had changed over the years.
And they do.
And I had gone back because I thought I had want to finish something that I had started a long time ago. And I realized I actually just don't want to finish that anymore. Wow. But thank you for the opportunity. I was glad I had the opportunity to do it. And I had the opportunity to say no. And I think that closure was huge. I needed that closure and the opportunity to get so close to say no. And that was enough. Yeah. It was enough for me to close that chapter and move on with my life. Yeah. And I was like, I want to just listen to the people I want to listen to. Right. And that's all. And it was good enough.
Well, and I think you also get to points in life where time is everything. And so you get to pick and choose how you want to spend your time, what you want to feed your body.
It was not finite.
Yeah. I love that. I love that about you too, is that you listen when the body says yes and when the body says no. And I think our body is our biggest compass.
Doesn't mean I don't ignore it from time to time, but yes, I hear it.
I did hear from another speaker today on how some people get clarity based off of how they're taking care of their body. It was fascinating. Like intermittent fasting. Fascinating.
That is fascinating.
Oh my God. Why? Why? Why have you done this to me?
When we record at night, it just hits different. That is so fascinating.
Too fast. Fasting is fascinating.
I'm fasting today.
Are you?
Well, not on purpose.
Yeah, you was a really eat, busy girl. Day. You're gonna fly away.
Is that why I'm so? Not quite. That is why my body is so aligned today. Because it is fasting.
Maybe. Like starving is different than fasting.
Okay. It wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
But intermittent fasting gives people a lot of mental clarity. And I have done intermittent fasting for years at a time and didn't even know I was doing it. I just was paying attention to my body.
Starving?
No, my body would my body does not like food in the first half of the day. It just doesn't. Like, I think after 11 a.m., then my body's like, okay, I could eat.
Yeah.
But then also if you don't eat, like there's apps that will tell you what works for your body, like your age, your size, all the things. And it's mostly based off age, I think.
I don't know anything about it, if I'm being honest.
It is like, I totally forgot about it because I've been doing it for so many years, but I usually don't eat very late at night because I get puffy. Like I get super, super puffy. And so like especially if I'm like doing a photo shoot or like I need to look good, if I stop eating, earlier at night, this is just common sense for so many people. If, for my age, I did one and it says you need to be done eating by 7 p.m. and then you can eat after, I think it's like 10:30, which is exactly what my body's been telling me for years. Like anything after 7 p.m. is eating too late. And then anything before 11 a.m., my body just doesn't like it. Like I almost get like nauseous, like my body just refuses it. And so when I thought I was listening to this thing on intermittent fasting and I'm like, oh my God, it actually does give people clarity. Another thing, antioxidants like help a ton. Like I take this supplement and I don't know how to pronounce it and I might be saying it wrong. I think it's called Shilajit or Shilajit. And it's like this goop from the earth. But I tell you what, the shit it does to my brain, I'm like,
it's working.
It works. And it helps with clarity in order to make choices, make your brain performance good so you can make choices.
Okay. Tell me about a time that you thought you were looking for clarity, but you were actually just avoiding an answer.
I'm going to have to say when I was dating a certain individual, it was the first serious relationship. So many times in relationships, especially like relationships just scream in my head. So many of them, so many of them. I was like, this is not it. And I knew it.
Yeah. But you don't want to admit it because you're in love
and you're having fun
and there's so many reasons to stay.
You're like, yeah, I know. And you're just like telling your subconscious, yeah, I know it's not forever. It's fine.
We're just I know this might not feel right, but but I love him.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing is like when you're a very loving person and a compassionate person, then it's just, it's hard to just be like, but then when you know it, you also know it'll naturally end.
Yes. Giving into to nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. And it doesn't feel stressful.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it feels like anxiety the longer you ignore it.
Okay. So what do you do out of habit when you are spiraling, but that you are pretending that you're being productive? Like what is a habit that you see yourself doing when you're seeking clarity? But like when you start looking for answers, you're seeking clarity.
If
what does it look like to you?
Spiraling and I'm just trying to keep myself busy, it's always the gym.
Okay.
Always. Like if I am spiraling and
you're kind of seeking clarity, but you're really not. You're just kind of avoiding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's just something about going and getting really tired at the gym. You go into a space of surrender.
Okay.
Like, and I don't know why that's just been for me. Like if I'm super, super anxious, when you're anxious and you just can't get tired, you can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't nothing. The gym gets me so exhausted that I just go into this area of peace and surrender. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, I know.
That's smart. I always try to wear my brain out.
Yeah, I do that at the gym. You're like, listen, you little bitch, pick up those weights and finish this.
It's true. That part is all mental. So it's true.
Well, and a lot of times, like if it's been a long time since you've been in the gym, it's like, I don't want to be here. Like getting out of the car sometimes is the biggest journey, like the walk from the car to the front door. And you're like, I can do this. I don't want to be here. I can do this.
Fighting it.
Yeah.
You're crying.
Yeah. Yeah. That's happened a bunch of times. Yeah.
Yesterday.
No. I haven't been crying lately. So that's been great.
Wow.
Well, not when I say lately, it's been a few days.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's been a good few days.
We're doing great.
We're doing great. Yeah. I know.
What's something you do? Oh, you said you.
Oh, I have a list of like sticky notes start appearing, of to-do list. I want to do this. I'm going to research this. I start researching all these things, like my avoidant research loops, like, oh, how long does a blue whale live? I need to know. And then I'll start learning everything about a blue whale. And then it's like, oh, when did he fight in that war? Oh, like then I go down all these nerd loops.
Why?
I don't know. Yeah.
Interesting.
Why did Darwin go to the Galapagos Islands initially before he discovered those things about Darwin? I don't know.
Fun, I guess. It is a fun way of avoidance.
It's avoidance. It's a distracting way of.
So when you're trying to get a really clear answer on a really big decision, so say you have a really big business decision or a really big decision with your kids and family, like what's your way to really get answers and clarity?
A really big decision. First, I have to know all of the options. I have to know every single option. So what do all the alternatives look like? So that's a deep dive research on everything.
Yeah.
So research, that might be sticky notes everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then after that, it's going to be, I'm going to ask people everybody's opinion. So it is a hurricane. And then I go into the eye of the hurricane and I go and I'll meditate.
Yeah.
I get quiet with myself. And you know what's interesting with the business? That's exactly what happened on the catamaran.
Oh,
so I'm on vacation and everything I've been researching how I want to set everything up, how I want to do everything. And it all was sparkling clear. I knew exactly how it was all how it all needed to be laid out.
Wow.
So yeah.
I love moments like that. It's like this big.
I've been researching it for months. I knew how I wanted it. I had different business plans. I had different ideas. Then it just all of a sudden, 6 different business plans, six different things, different ways I want to set up. Everything gets quiet and it's just clear.
Oh, I love that so much.
Yeah.
What do you do when you know all the options and you're not afraid of any of them?
I don't think I have a lot of fear with most things.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things I do. With most things, I mean, business, obviously, there's not a lot of fear, just excitement. With most things, I don't have a lot of fear. When it comes to people and relationships, that's where the fear sets in.
You know what's so funny?
What?
Sometimes that's where fear sets in, but sometimes I like when it. I'm so.
I'll just say,
I'm not afraid of heartbreak anymore. Like I have had so much heartbreak that I truly don't give a shit. Like it is a department.
Watch out, like, John.
Oh, we've had this conversation, and like, he's like, "Well, I know that you're broken and you don't have feelings around this, but I do." Like we had this conversation before, and I'm like, "You can't break my heart. Like I have death, I've gone through loss, I've gone through
heartache
and everything." And I'm
like, I've literally lost everybody and everything. So
I'm not afraid of it.
Yeah, I'm not scared of that.
And so it's like,
I'm not afraid of me hurting. My biggest trauma point was me hurting other people.
Oh,
so I mean, every single trauma that I've had has been, my biggest traumas have been me hurting others. Oh. So I think those are always going to be my fears. Well, I'm not saying always. I'm going to conquer.
And that's a good testament of like the type of person you are. Like,
it doesn't mean you're not though.
I know, but
I think yours biggest have been you being hurt.
Yeah.
So I think that's different.
And so it's just like,
does that make me a bitch?
Huh?
Does that make me a bitch?
No, why would it make you a bitch?
Well, because my biggest traumas have been me hurting others.
Yeah, because you're so compassionate. Like when you're compassionate and you have empathy, those things really bother you.
That's true.
Because you're a good person.
I have been through things that I probably should have been hurt more.
Yeah.
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 Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a sec.
Don't change that, please. I love that about you.
Tell me a time when you were disappointed with the clarity that you got.
Oh my gosh. I can't even tell you how many things happened after my breakup with Jake. And I try not to use names on here very often, but that one is pretty, I went, like, I knew it was inevitable for so long. And I was trying my hardest not to manifest it. Like, I really was just like, I loved him and I wanted to embrace it as long as I could. But like, I knew how unhealthy it was. But there was, that first month back at home by myself, I loved it. And my life started skyrocketing. Like every opportunity was coming up. I was doing things I always wanted to do, all of these things. And then when the storm settled and I had done all of those things, I was at home by myself in this, just like, it was heavy and it was hard. And that was when I was like, oh man, this kind of does suck. Like this sucks. And why am I here? Like this is a part that I had to really work on, is like, I don't need a pity party. I don't want a pity party. And so I'm just not going to talk to anybody about what I'm going through because I don't want people to feel sorry for me. But at the same time, like, I had these thoughts of like, I went through all of this and this is where I ended up. Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why? And that's where the pity party starts to kick in. It's like, and then as soon as I shifted my mentality to seeing why, like, yes, it sucked that, I knew what had to happen. I knew my answers. We did it. We got through it. And then it was like on the other side of it when the dust had settled. So on here, I wrote down like step points.
Okay.
Silence is a portal. That's what we talked about, like in the center of the hurricane. Fear versus intuition. We talked about that. Avoidance blocks clarity. This is one thing we were kind of talking about.
How we avoid the subject.
And then we talked about the tension in your body. The body is your compass. Like if there's tension, there's like a lot of fear to release, or the fear is guiding you to go a different direction.
Yeah.
Like listen to it, pay attention. Use it as your compass. We didn't talk about this one. Certainty is rare. Alignment is available now. You don't need the full map, only the next true step. I love this one because we put in a mantra. I trust the next step to reveal the next. So like you turn one page and you'll know that the next is going to guide you. I think
this goes back to what we were saying before about just trusting like nature to take you where it's going to take you. Yeah. Like trust that there's a natural effect to where it's going to be. And this we were talking about with relationships too. They were like, okay, this may not last, this may end, but I'm just going to trust the process. Yeah. And it doesn't need to end tomorrow. This doesn't need to, or whatever it is. Yeah. This business is going to be amazing, but it doesn't need to start tomorrow. Yeah. I'm going to just trust the process. This isn't an anxious thing. This is a trust thing that we don't need to know all the answers to everything right now. It's going to be beautiful and I have trust in it. So we're going to let it go. Yeah.
And I loved alignment over certainty. Like that one was very like good for me because I think it's more important to be aligned with your true self and like your inner voice rather than needing a full fucking roadmap today, like just trust that the right next thing. The next one is integration ritual. A lot of times like you'll get a lot of information and you don't know where to put it all. And so meditating, like it's like what you said, like that meditating, even if you need to light a candle, or for me, I love tea. I love mint tea or chamomile tea, and I will meditate with a cup of tea.
You could even meditate with that mantra.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, absolutely. And in this like integration ritual, it says, if I trust myself completely, I would. And I love that one.
Yep. I love that. What is a sign that you've ignored in the past when you were looking for clarity? And what happened when you had ignored it?
Oh, we talked about this one.
Okay.
Yeah. With the bloody nose.
Oh yeah.
The body, like the body will speak up. Well, and tension. Tension will come in the body. Like it'll hurt in certain places. Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't ignore your body.
Don't ignore the body that knows shit.
Well, and I think even when you feel the peace and you're like, oh yeah, this is what you're supposed to do. If you ignore it too, you may just have prolonged years of.
Yeah. There was one, this is like example of the exact opposite. So there was one year I had this like strong intuition to get out of this relationship. And I was just like, I didn't know why. Like at this point, I had been in the relationship for a little bit. I didn't know why, but I knew something was going on behind my back. I knew it, but I had no evidence whatsoever. And so I did. I got out of the relationship. I moved on. A few years later, I had a random girl roll into my DMs and tell me all the things she had done with that person while we were together. And I was like, whether this is true or not, like I felt like, I was like, you know what? It's okay.
Yeah.
Like I needed to go. Like my intuition was telling me whether you know this information, whether you have validation or not, your soul needs to go.
Yeah. You're like, it wasn't aligning.
No. And I think it's important to give yourself grace when your soul's telling you something, like whether you have proof or not. Like, listen, like sometimes you don't need proof. Sometimes a feeling is enough.
I'm so proud of that past Noie. Good job.
I mean, what about you? What has happened when you have avoided or not listened?
Staying in a relationship that I shouldn't have been in.
Yeah. Do you feel like you were there too long?
Yes. Absolutely.
Exactly.
So it was one of those things that I would have just had peace sooner.
Yeah.
So
do you have any tips for people to get clear vision on their lives? Because I feel like you're so good at finding vision and manifesting things and getting the clarity.
Absolutely. For me, there's really strong importance of turning inward. And when I say that, you need to, and I think you're really good at this as well, but you need to listen to every part of your body. And my body's really sensitive, but I think everybody's can be.
Yeah.
And I think what we tend to do is we distract ourselves when we feel our bodies go crazy. What we want to do is distract ourselves. What we want to do is pick up our phone. We want to go for a run. We want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
We want to Google Galapagos Islands. We want to do anything to make our body stop feeling this way. We want to have a drink, at night to settle down our mind.
That one's real.
Yeah, that's a very real thing. Our nightly glass of wine or a nightly beer or whatever. The alternative is, and I'm not saying there's no shame or there's nothing wrong with that, but if you're looking for clarity, let's turn down the noise. And that is all noise.
Ooh.
So what does that look like to actually turn off the noise? It is sitting with yourself, sitting through that. So it is going through the anxiety.
Yeah.
It is sitting there and it's like, okay, anxiety, I feel you. I'm sitting here with you. What are you trying to teach me right now?
All the way.
And all the way through it, even when it's completely uncomfortable. And being okay with what it's teaching you and listening to it. And when you get used to listening to it, it's a practice. It's not a one-time lesson.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning. I'm not an expert, but I'm still learning. And I think I know experts,
Well, and it's exactly true. When you get really comfortable and familiar with your own inner voice, like when it's so familiar that it's just part of who you are, then it starts to like tell you little things. If you like, if you're not in high chaotic states, you'll just hear it as you're going, like you'll be walking down the road and be like, turn left, like Absolutely. It's just so instinctual.
But I think a part of that too is you also learn to, and you've spoken about this about shielding, but you also learn to not let even the energies around you affect you. So I'm not letting what's going on with this child, with this friend, with this business. Nothing is in that sphere of influence of my intuition or my clarity. Ooh. So when I'm tuning in, there's nothing in the circle. It's a bubble. So I'm protecting the space that is, and that can happen even when you're out and about. And I'm in a situation and my body starts going crazy. I'm going to create some sort of space, some sort of bubble that is like, what am I feeling right now and why? And I'm going to listen to it. Yeah. And we had that experience once where I could not create any sort of bubble. All my intuition knew. Remember when we were at the prison?
Oh yeah.
All I knew was that
all these people
don't feel good here.
Yeah.
So if I had listened to my intuition, I would have left. If I had not been in that situation in normal everyday life, you taught me how to shield in that situation. I would have just walked away. And that's what I would have done in everyday life is I walk away from situations like that. If my body says don't stay, I don't stay.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's probably kept me out of some situations.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like this doesn't feel good here. There's an energy here that's not vibing with mine. And so I'm leaving.
Yep.
So
there was a few things on that trip that were that way. Like, you know, when I got super, super sick and a few different things, it's like certain things, like when they don't vibe and they don't feel right, you're like, okay, time to go. But like, then there's like, we have had some magical times where we're like also right at the right place at the right time. And you're just like, how did this happen?
It's like, we're supposed to be at that party.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be doing this. We're going to be with these people.
Yeah. And so I think it's important to listen to yourself. And I think it's not always right to shield yourself. Like from
agreed.
Like I think
that
you should shield
situation,
yourself.
we couldn't have left. We could have walked away.
Yeah.
So that was, and I knew we were in a safe space.
Yeah.
In a prison.
I was like, yeah. Where are you? Oh my God. As there's like all of these criminals visiting their friends and family, and you're like,
and which one were we? We'll never tell.
Yeah. We were. I feel like we've made a full circle on this.
I think we have made a lot of full turns. I don't think it was
full
circles.
We went left, came back,
right,
went up, we went down.
It's like there was not a lot of clarity. All right.
I got some clarity off of this.
I did too.
Absolutely.
I did too. And thank you for going on this journey with us today. Please get on Apple, Spotify, leave us some reviews and some ratings. We would love to hear from you.
We love the comments.
We love interaction. We will interact with you. We will interact with you.
We will.
See you later.